All right. Good evening, everybody on Twitch, on whatever other streaming platform you happen to be watching from, which really should only be Twitch because I'm only on Twitch. So, what kind of pirate frequency are you watching? But if you're pirating stuff to learn stuff, I can't really fault you. Curious bystander here, back with another leadership lessons in Final Fantasy XIV stream. And tonight we are probably going to be joined by Callie from the sounds of it. And yeah, I'm really excited because I finally got my Bloodborne vest. Can't really see it very well, but it's kind of modeled after the styles you would see in Bloodborne. Got it from Volant Design, which is not a sponsor, although I really wish they were. That would be epic. DMs and inbox are open, guys, if you're watching. But yeah, so without further ado, why don't I get out of my hotel room and we can get in to the game. Before I get too far, I would like to say that I am a professional leadership advisor and consultant. I help leaders of all types, whether they're startup leaders or managers in Fortune 500 companies, make difficult decisions and figure out complicated problems. That's what I do. I love doing it, and I can help you too if you have the desire. So let's see, where would I like to go? A Kobold Initiative. Camp Overlook, huh? All right, well, we can teleport to Camp Overlook. Callie and I did do some leveling off camera since I was beginning to be woefully underleveled for level 50 quests. We went and did the Aurum Vale, which is a dungeon that requires a little bit of research. In past streams, I've talked about doing research to know what you're getting into before you step in it, right? And Callie was kind enough to send me some links to that because there are 3 different bosses in there, and each one has a little bit of a different dynamic. So it was nice to go in there not only with somebody who had done the dungeon before, as you know, for what guidance Callie was able to give me, but also being able to have a general idea of what I needed to do in each case. So that was fun. Let me see here. Bloiden, Storm Commander. Is probably not what he sounds like, but that's how I want to say his name. Oh, this is over in the place with the... Yeah, I know where this is. Cool. All right, Bloiden. I'm not close enough to talk to you. Adventure, eh? With a message from Slafswist, you say? A preemptive strike to take the wind out of the kobold sails before they can mount an attack? And she'd recruit old buccaneers like us for the effort? This, when even Admiral Merlwyb has her hands full with the damn beasts. Why, it's either the most barnacle-brained idea I've ever heard, or the most bloody brilliant. I'll confess, I had my doubts when I heard she was leaving the Yellow Jackets, but I see that wench is as salty a sea dog as ever. This should prove most interesting. Yay, quest complete. Commander Bladen has an idea as to how you might win over his men. What, you mean I just don't win them over automatically because I'm the Warrior of Light? Well, should be how it works. Oh, and by the way, next stream that Callie is participating in, we may have her audio on board. We're experimenting with that at the moment. So stay tuned for that. We may fly the flag of the Maelstrom now, but in years past, me and my crew were some of the scurviest pirates to sail the seas. Traded in our Jolly Rogers for the Crimson and Black when Merlib assumed the admiralship. Aye. Our days of pillaging and plundering may be behind us, but a pirate never loses his nose for treasure and glory. If you can convince my crew that there's a fortune to be had in fighting the kobolds, I suspect you'd find them most agreeable to joining your cause. Say, for instance, if there were a healthy bounty for any buccaneer who made a name for him or herself in the Kobold War. Well, there's always room for that. I believe something like that just might be arranged, aye. Why don't you convey the message to my men? Now, I'd like to talk about incentives for a second. And incentives can be a great way to motivate people. A lot of people like material things, right? Myself included. I was very excited about my vest. But there's a balance to be had there as a leader. You can over incentivize to the point where, let me just give you an example here. So, an example I like to draw on is actually from Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. He talks about a leader who was going for synergy, but was really outwardly pitting the managers against themselves. He would say, go through this whole big rigmarole and speech about, we all need to work together and blah, 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 because we're all stronger when we work together. 1 + 1 = 3 or 5 or 7. And then he'd pull back this curtain and say, well, all right, now which one of you is winning the trip to Bermuda? And obviously there's only one who can win the trip to Bermuda, right? So it was that was really undermining his whole spirit of synergy and working together. So that's a good example of over incentivizing or not incentivizing in the right way. So yeah, if you're in a leadership position or if you're the one receiving the rewards, ask yourself, what value does this reward really have? And is it going to be valuable to the people who may be receiving it in the same way? Just some words, some food for thought. So let's continue onward here. We should wave to Miss Callie and invite to party. Where am I going? Oh, I have to go over to Red Swallow Private 3rd Class. A bounty on the kobolds. Cups of grog flown over, bottomless bowls of grub, and buxom wenches on each arm. Aye, that sounds like a right tasty proposition. Where did I put me cutlass? See, that wouldn't be my first choice of reward, but, everybody's a little bit different. I've been meaning to buy a new peg leg for me hobbled mate, and this bounty you speak of will let me do just that. Raise the mast. Tomorrow I set sail for kobold territory. Okay. And then Red Swallow Private 2nd Class. And as always, make sure that your communication is clear, concise, and timely, as we are exhibiting here. I swore to myself that my pirating days were through, but deep within I've always longed to sail the open seas again. Aye, this is the chance I've been waiting for. Okay. Jeez, people on their flying mounts. My motorcycle doesn't fly. Oh, there's one more. That's over this way somewhere. Twould seem 2 more. Oh, that's the storm person, not somebody I actually need to talk to right now. A bounty for fighting the kobolds. Well, why'd you not say so sooner? I've never cared so much for the scurvy beasts. Tell the captain I'll be sailing east on the morrow. Okay. I can tell Blyden. Blyden the blighty bloke. I'll jump over his tables, too. That's how we do. I see you had little trouble winning over my crew. Yeah, money tends to do that with types like yours. I once a pirate, always a pirate. The skull and crossbones of Limsa set a sail once more, and I pity any beastmen caught in their wake. So do I, frankly. Could use your aid in creating a diversion. Well, we can't let my men have all the fun now, can we? What say you join us in a little operation that's sure to hit the kobolds where it hurts the most? In the Crucible. That sounds uncomfortable. As you know, the beasts pride themselves on their alchemical skills. We've located a hidden storehouse containing a prototype for a new crucible. I don't know what it's capable of, and I'm not a mind to find out. I would charge you with drawing the kobold's attention while my levy sees to the crucible. Okay. Take these makeshift bombs to Iron Lake, where you'll find stores of sundry provisions belonging to the kobold army. I trust you'll know what to do from there. And mind you, the bigger explosion, the better. I couldn't agree with you more. Boop. This way, I think. Take a sip while we wait for Callie. And her sparkly, magical sparkle horse. She's fancy that way, apparently. I don't... Well, we're jumping. Oi, none of that. Okay. That's fine. He might. Can I? Oh, that's right. Nobody coming to... Okay. I was expecting stuff to show up like that other quest. But I guess we're kind of in the thick of the lands here. All right. Well, that was easy. Fate discovered nearby. Oh boy! Well, hi there. General Kenobi. General Koboldi. Oops. All right. General Koboldi, that was awful. I will admit that freely. All right, this one, there's gotta be kobolds that show up. No? Really? Well, fine, I guess. Terrible distraction, yeah. Apparently explosions just happen every day in kobold territory, you know. I have no idea how to get back up here. I'm assuming it's this way? Ah, yes, this looks familiar. Aha. you can't catch me on my motorcycle. 'Cause I'm riding my bicycle. And this is the wrong direction. This is the very wrong direction. Though this might be the way I do need to go. Aha, yes. I see Sparkle Horse. Oh well, that's fine. Good work. I reckon those blasts I heard. You reckon you heard, or you did actually hear? I reckon I heard those blasts all the way from here. You'll be pleased to know that the operation was a rousing success. The crucible is no more. Aye, this should keep the kobolds quiet for a spell. Nothing like the pleasure of a job well done. I do love it when a plan comes together. I reckon the grog we guzzle tonight will be the finest we've had in months. Probably. Oh, sure. Claiming the booty. Bloyden would have you deliver a message. Okay. Aye, the pirates of Limsa have added another chapter to our legend, and we couldn't have done it without you. On behalf of my entire crew, you have my thanks, adventurer. In a perfect world, the mere word of our triumph would convince any pirate captain still sailing aimlessly in search of treasure to quit their plundering and fight the good fight. But I know as well as any that coin is the quickest, and oft times the only, way to a pirate's heart. Well, they are pirates, after all. I have drafted a full report of the operation, along with the suggestion that the Maelstrom institute generous rewards for any pirate, be he captain, cook, or swab, who contributes to their cause. I'd be most obliged if you could deliver it to Commander Riki. Okay. And after you do that, send my regards to Slafswiss. Tell her I'm waiting for her. Aw. Rashtat Riki in Limsalominsa. Fortunately, I can eat food, but more importantly, that's my return point. Again, timely communication is especially important when you are doing stuff. Oh, where do I need to go for Arashtat? Up to the aft castle. Imagine that. Aethernet, aft castle. Going to the aft castle. Not like I spend half of my time up there. Being a part of the storm myself. All right, Riki. Did you, by any chance, come from the direction of Camp Overlook? I came directly from there by way of teleportation. There seems to have been quite the commotion there. Indeed. Colorful account of the Red Swallow's heroic contributions during an operation to demolish a recently constructed kobold furnace. A reproach from Commander Bloyden. What's this? The kobold's crucible is no more. Those damn scurvy fools. Loose cannons to the last. And I'm glad they're on our side. Well, they had help. While the exact amount will have to be negotiated, I see no reason to be stingy with our coffers if a bounty here or there would convince capable men to join our cause. I shall take Commander Bloyden's proposition to command. Okie dokie. To Slafswiss at the Waking Sands, which I know I have what's it for? Use. Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket. Because there is no direct teleport. Yeah, and I mean, that's another good leadership lesson, just really briefly here, is sometimes you got to be loose cannon. You got to take the risk of, arousing someone's ire and, seeking forgiveness rather than asking permission. I'm not saying that should be the rule by any means, but in some cases you do have to, and it's really just a big old judgment call for that. You got to know who you're working with, you got to know how they operate, what they value, and how they're going to see what you're doing as, versus how you see it. The seas have carried you back to me, I see. I've caught wind of me erstwhile matey's triumph, and your contributions as well. You'd have made for me a fine pirate yourself, aye. Bringing the pirates together with promises of treasure and glory, that's the Blyden I know, aye, and from what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. Blyden and I go back a ways, we do. We were comrades, friends, and, aye, even more than that on occasion, if me memory serves. Gotta lay off the grog there for that memory. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old buccaneers won't be easy. Any idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merlweb's already had it. Treasure and glory are all well and good, but do you know what truly calls a pirate to the open sea? Freedom. And that's something that the Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that others of me kind answer the call. Then, and only then, can I be sure that me decision to part with me yellow jacket comrades was the right one. Indubitably. Let's see. We've turned in all the quests back here, I do believe. Is there anything in the solar that I need to be aware of? Of course, I've hidden some quests, so maybe there are some that I need to be aware of there. Minfilia has a quest for me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about those quests right now. Minfilia. More armor. Disciple of the Hand, Allian gold pieces. Minfilia would brief you on the Eorzean Alliance's planned counteroffensive against the Empire. And I imagine there are going to be cutscenes associated with this. Minfilia would brief you on the Eorzean Alliance's planned counteroffensive against the Empire. All right. Oh, accept. Thank you. All present? Then let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest-scale counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa-Lominsa, the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa Lominsa, we have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east, in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have the Castrum Meridianum, to the north, and the coastal outpost at Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelveswood. And finally, in Mordona, stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Ritatan Sas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Prefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer to eliminate him. Curious, we would have you lead this assault. Okie dokie, boss. Ritatan is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum's primary lines of supply. As soon as Ritatan's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. At that very hour, the Lominsan Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, will move to blockade Castrum Marinum. Castrum Marinum? It's probably better emphasis. Meanwhile, in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Phrixio's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's expenses. Boy. Forming our main thrust, the immortal flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards, another elite adventurer shall infiltrate the castrum. Its mission? To disable the Magitech field generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the Ultima weapon is believed to be housed. Curious, we would have you take command once more. Okie dokie. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements in Mordona. A wise precaution? The monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two castra is capacious enough to transport a small army by all accounts. It is well the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Yeah. Can we cut off their Red Bull supply? Once the Meridianum's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its 4th and final phase. This will see the immortal flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Curious's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the Ultima weapon. Ta-da! It all sounds so easy. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. Okay. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count on the support of a variety of other parties, from the pirates of Limsa Lominsa to the monetarists, yep, I read that right, of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in one, and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the Grand Companies. Yida, Papalimo, Y'shtola, pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Urianger, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Urianger in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Minfilia, Sid, I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession, and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Elphino mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together let us show the Black Wolf the power of united Eorzea. Insert communal fist-punching here. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here, when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission. Alrighty then. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Quest accepted. Oakley dokes. Leave the solar? Why, yes. All right, up to the encampment, I suppose. Ready, Callie? I'm actually going to ride to the camp. Because what's more epic than riding in on a pale motorcycle? You are welcome, curious bystander of the Scions. As communications officer, it falls to me to issue you your orders, and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Boy, my accents tonight. I either can't read or I can't do the accent. I can't do them both at the same time. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind and eliminate Prefectus Ritatina Sas Arvina. All participating units are now in position and awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Adalbert. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I shall pray for your success. Thanks, dude. Let's see, can I go? I can just ride my way up there, it would seem. More chances to enjoy my motorcycle. Man, I remember coming in here to hunt goblins for material a while back. And we need to go up, apparently. So you're a curious bystander, the fearless adventurer who's to lead the assault. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that that Ratatan Sasarvina departed Castrum Occidens a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels. I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Antlion 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Antlion 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Antlion 3 here. We've got nothing for you neither. This is Antlion 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait. Disregard previous message. Target sighted. I say again. Target sighted. Understood. Hold your position. Well, a tally-ho then. Attention all units. This is Lieutenant Adalbert Cotter. First step in Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. 'Tis no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves, and together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give your people a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Curious, and bring us Ratatan's head. May Ralgar grant you strength. Heroic nod. Oh yeah. Commence diversionary maneuvers. Now, if this doesn't drop me right into a dungeon, I want to talk about morale-raising speeches for a second. Actually, why don't I switch out here? There we go. Even if you're on a small team, communication is important, right? As a leader, it is your job to communicate the things that are important and communicate them as frequently as makes sense. Obviously, more important things need to be communicated more frequently and, again, more timely. But in some cases, like if you're going to be, doing like a Hail Mary project or pulling some sort of all-nighter or some sort of other Herculean effort, for whatever reason that effort may be, it's important to understand the sacrifices that are being made, not just on your part, but on the part of every single person on the team that's involved. And even in many cases, the people that it's directly affecting. It could be a customer, it could be somebody else within the company, it could be, it could be a lot of different people. But it's important to kind of reaffirm the impact that a given action is going to have. Reaffirm that you appreciate all the work and sacrifices that it's taken to get to this point and that it's going to take to get, over the hump, if you will. And do it in a way that inspires and energizes people. You know, for some people that's really easy. For some people that's really hard. So it's something that if you know it's something that's a lot of some things. It's a situation where if you know you have trouble with the speaking piece, that you may want to set aside some time beforehand to put some thought into what you're going to say and more specifically, how you're going to say it. The words you use can be just as powerful as the message. So keep that in mind. So let's carry on here, shall we? Yep. Doot, 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 doot. I'm assuming you're ready, Kelly, because you were not the one giving speeches about speeches. Well, hello there. Fight our way in, I suppose. Hmm? Bonk. Oh. Say, I want to jump on him. But my jump is in cooldown. Oh well. And there he goes. There he goes, just a collapsing on the street. No, you don't. Come back here. You attack the man poking you with the stick. Don't care if you think the healer is squishier. All right. Boop. I gotcha. Do my stun here. All right. Carving a path through here. Bonk. You okay with that, dude? Okay. Happy to help. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Stupid claw thing. Ruining my jumps. Get his attention. All right. Magitech down. Say, waiting for somebody to be behind these barricades. You're not sneaky. It's the obvious place to hide, really. Woohoo! Death to the troopers. To confront Ritatin, Sas Arvina. Okay. Cape Westwind, I suppose. Here we go. New dungeon. Who dis? Boss dungeon. Which, granted, we kind of should have expected. Oh my. Dear me. Nah, we'll be fine. If somebody thinks we need to know stuff, somebody will probably say it. Either that or we'll figure it out as we go. That's fine too. Yeah, exactly. My job is poke stuff till it dies. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the man who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see. The commotion without is naught but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison at Occidens. A bold strategy, to be sure. But have you the strength to see it to fruition? Probably. I have 7 more people who are going to kick your ass. Leave us. None of you are a match for him. Send word to Castrum Occidens. Tell them the Lominsons are coming. At once, my lord. "15 years have come and gone since Van Baelsar set foot in Eosia, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer, the desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems, poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, he would eventually have destroyed himself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we had never known. And he only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false fate. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Baelsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason, in the name of Lord Van Baelsar, I, Ritatin Sasarvina, do swear to strike you down. You can try. Good Lord. This is ridiculous. I feel like there's a phase 2. Or there should be. Gasp. Pant. Forgive me. I have failed you. Lord Van Baelsar! Sar. And flop. Can I have his armor? Okay. That was kind of a joke. Fate joined. Not anymore. Oh, right. That light. Gasp. The Magitech transporter. Curious, are you there? What news of Ritaten? Fallen? Darn right. With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. And made pretty lights. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Ritaten Sasarvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Hurrah! Ding, ding, ding. Seems you've done it again, Curious. I'd raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still the small manner of infiltrating Castrum Meridianum and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. No rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue you your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host. Nod, even though nobody can hear you nod. Yep, figured this guy would show up. Lord Hydaelyn, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. Insert evil laughter here. Ooh, more helmet talking. Yes. The Praefectus? Slain? Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. I want that dude's helmet. That dragon helm is so cool. Ritaten. Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing even as their commander yielded up his last breath? If it should prove they questioned his right. I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. Yeah, whatever. I'm so powerful, blah, blah, blah. So this is their answer. Very well. We shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Hold on. I was the one that crushed the Icons, not you. Thank you very much. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Actually, I'd like to talk a little bit about that guy's monologue. He talked about something that's very important to me when it comes to the right to be promoted or the right to lead or what have you. And let me just start off by saying everybody has the right to lead, period. I don't care if you come from the richest family in the world, if you come from a line of, the family line of the ancient Salmatian knights. I don't give a hoot what your background is. The biggest thing is that you have the capacity to lead. It has nothing to do with how you were born. If you have the wherewithal, if you have the experience and whatnot to lead people, then by all means, you should not be blocked from leading. And that's one thing that I can admire about this Gaius guy is, he doesn't seem to promote like some of those people. And you don't even necessarily need accolades to lead either, In some cases, yes, they may help because you've learned certain things to get those accolades, like a college diploma or even a diploma from Harvard, dare I say. But, it all comes down to capacity and your personal style of leadership that really determines whether or not you are suitable to be a leader. And others may see more leadership qualities in you than you see in yourself. So I encourage you to keep an open mind. And if somebody says, hey, I think you would be great at leading or managing or what have you, have a conversation about it at least. Doesn't mean you have to take the role, but try and figure out what they're seeing in you and why. And that way you understand yourself a little bit better that way. So let's get back to the game. Well, that was exciting. Report to the Allied Communications Officer. Screw going down the switchbacks. Jumping is much more fun. I can't see where I'm going. There we go. Scion bystander, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east, in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. But if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. More is always required of me. I get this. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. Tortoise shell scale mail. Ew. That doesn't give me any bonuses. So I'll take the gold pieces. Thank you very much. So I think I'm going to level today. The Allied Communications Officer has a task that can only be performed by a hero of the Alliance. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Vilbrand and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The immortal flames shall strike at Castrum Meridianum by way of a diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridianum, in northern Thanlan, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Fog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and it would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Okay. Camp Blue Fog. Swoosh. I can raise morale. Where go? Cracked fist, the slame fargent. Corporal Bystander, yours is a most welcome face. Logistically speaking, we are ready to march on Castrum Meridianum at a moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in body, their minds are anywhere but. Their minds are in their butts? The garrison's mood is dark. So daunting is the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. But with a hero such as you walking among them, we may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls. Level 49 weapon coffer. Okay. What's in the box? I want to know what's in the box. Where did the box go? Use. Heart Geesarm. Question is, it's plus 3 physical damage. Sure. I'll use that, even though it's uglier than my trident. Right. Sergeant Cracked Fist needs a hero to raise morale on the front lines. Ooh, more earrings. I can get red ones that raise my defense. Yes. Corporal Bystander, I mentioned that I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women in our garrison. Worry not. It is no unnecessary laborious task that we ask of you. The mere presence of a hero such as you walking in their midst would no doubt serve to restore in them a measure of morale. So I ask of you this. Make your way to the ceruleum processing plant, and report to General Raban once you have arrived. Godspeed, Corporal Bystander. Our troops are counting on you. Okay. Fate joined. No. Doot. Boy, it's been a long time since I've been out here. Yeah, I think I came out here once a while ago. Attuned to the Aetheryte and then left. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that is attuned. Raubon! Well, if it isn't the hero who brought down the Praefectus, it's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood around the camp here is grim at best. I was hoping that your presence alone might serve to raise some spirits some. Unfortunately, it would seem that many are too preoccupied wallowing in fear and self-pity that they have yet to even notice you have arrived. Might I ask you to make the rounds and share a few words of encouragement to those men and women whose spirit falters? I had a mind to do it myself, but I am quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same for Edelstein. No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know. Oakley dokes. Oh, that's a thing I should do. Is update my gear set. There we go. Ah, the oft-rumored hero. Doubtless you will single-handedly save us all. Slash. Allow me to emote in your general direction. Right meow. Your stirring gesticulation has reawakened me to my purpose. Hero or no, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. If only it were that simple. And often it is not. But it is important to make sure that your people feel heard. No matter how small you may think the gesture is. I'm fine, truly. Nothing to worry about. Just a mild case of battlefield nerves. Yarg, I break my fast on Garleans, and right now I'm very hungry. Gnaw away, my ankle-bound friend. Gnaw away. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Wah! The Garleans are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked in as my name day. I wouldn't encourage that. But if you must, it might scare them a little. That's how berserkers back in the day used to do it, right? Run out on the battlefield covered in cuts, wearing nothing but their axes. You would stoke my fighting spirit as you did the recruits? A kind offer, but hardly necessary, I assure you. The fire in my heart rages as strongly as it ever has. Slash doubt. Oh, wait, no, slash psych. Pyralker. Without my realizing it, the fire of my resolve had grown dim. But thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. If needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea. Yeah, the red ones. Yep, there's the level. Chaos Thrust. And True North. Nullifies all action direction requirements. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100. 140 when executed from a target's rear. Oh, it's like they know me. Combo action Disembowel. Oh. Well, very cool. Yeah, that's probably fine, right? Yeah. Thank you for the cheer, Callie. Edelstein would send you forth to commence the penultimate phase of Operation Achan. You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this I thank you. And now the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Rauban awaits you at the Castrum Meridianum. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Corporal Bystander. You know, I kind of feel bad that I'm just a corporal, but I just haven't felt like grinding for Maelstrom tickets. Now, granted, I probably have some dungeon gear I could trade in. I should do that after this quest. Yes. Into the Dragon's Maw. Oh, we're riding, are we? Well, fine. Rauban's push. So, all by your lonesome, Rauban. You're good. Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence with the briefing at once. And since I saw your icon pop, I'm going to remove myself for the better of the cutscening. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by the news of the siege at Castrum Marians, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Reports tell us that the Garleans offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded not one ilm. Yeah, 'cause she's the freaking Admiral. And she's awesome. With Occidens, Marinum, and Oriens thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrum Sentry. And that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force. Castrum Meridianum, the den of the Black Wolf. My fellow Eorzeans, I am Minfilia, mistress of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety in our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer, curious bystander. You all know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. We Scions know a different Curious, however. We know him as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf. A true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. Why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for him. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridianum as to afford Curious and his comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the Ultima weapon. All troops, prepare for battle! I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know, though, that I will be praying for your safe return. He'll swoop in on the high wind at the last minute and get us out of there. It's fine. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. May the crystal make its face to shine on you and be gracious to you. Yada, yada, yada. We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades! For Eorzea! For Eorzea! Go now, Curious, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Okay. Heroic nod. Heroic nod. Castrum Meridianum available. Use the duty finder to enter Castrum Meridianum. Let's see. Is there anything leadership-wise that I wanted to cover about that? No. I think we've already covered those topics. So, Telly. Who? Leveling your character, blah, 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 blah. So begins the third phase of Operation Archon, which entails a frontal assault upon Castrum Meridianum, Gaius von Baelsar's seat of power. Forming the main thrust, the immortal flames will strike at the stronghold with all their strength, though this is but a feint. While the garrison's eyes are drawn outwards, you and your comrades must steal past its defenses and attempt to deactivate the Magitech field which protects the Praetorium, the fortress within wherein the Ultima weapon is believed to be housed. Requirements: 1 to 8 players. Level 50, average item level 42. Okay, I've got that. Explorer mode unavailable. Interesting. Okay. That was fast. Pays to have a healer in the party, I guess. Wait. Did I just go to this dude again? Apparently I did. Oh well. This guy was a joke last time. He'll probably be a joke again, and it's all a good experience. So replenish my eating and get the experience bonus. Yeah. Haha, first hit. Because I'm a dragoon. Nice to have something I can do after disembowel now. Whoosh. All right, let's try that again. Player commendation. Sure. Ruffle stomped. Yep. Okay. Not Castrum Meridianum. Castrum. Oh, clear selection. Okay. It's not even showing Cape Westwind that as selected, which was weird. So, all right, we've got Castrum Meridianum. Let us go. Verily and forsooth. I'll take myself off because there's inevitably going to be a cutscene. Because end of game stuff. Ooh, shiny. Okay. Oh, that's probably like one tower out of 3 or 4, probably. Yep, one tower. I guess I can run and fling spears at people. Every little bit helps, right? Until the Magitech armor shows up. All right. Magitech armor down. If I didn't know better, I'd swear you had a personal grudge against Magitech armor. Who says you weren't joining us? What can I say? I couldn't bear to let you have all the fun. Don't worry, Biggs and Wedge have everything in hand. Truth be told, I think they like having the work of 3 men. Well, Biggs is essentially 2 men in one. He is large enough. Wedge wasn't exactly pleased to be left behind, though. Okay. Given the size of this place, I suspect there might be an armor or 3 to be had. Here we are. Not as bad as I thought. If I have half Marquez's talent for mending things, I should be able to get it working again. Listen, Curious. We intercepted an Imperial communication indicating that the Ultima weapon is being housed within the Praetorium. We also learned that the field which protects the compound is powered by no fewer than 3 generator towers. If you're to deactivate the field, you'll need to locate and disable them all. And I'm here to help you do just that. Why, thank you. Always good to have help. See that chute? It leads to waste disposal. Oh, no, we're not pulling Star Wars shit here. Somewhere nearby, there will be a ceruleum facility supplying fuel. Find the place and break things. Go on ahead, Curious. I'll be along as soon as I finish my repairs. Down the chute, I suppose. Hopefully there aren't Star Wars tentacle monsters down here. Okay. Ugh. I have no target. Where am I going? Up. I have no target. There we go. Everything is dying so quickly. Which I guess is not a terrible problem to have, but still. Incendiary number 37. Okay. You are not my child, but I will raise you. Yep. And generator number 2 is done. Well, hello there. Okay. There you are. Here I am. I don't have the patience to take the long way around. So you've disabled the first generator. That leaves us with 2. Ah, bugger. That was me, wasn't it? Probably. Well, there's nothing for it but to press on. Before the enemy has a chance to regroup. Oakley dokes. You go on, curious. I'll bring up the rear. Let's raise some hell. Oh, we have a Sid. And someone has created floating letters. Tank needs to slow the F down. Good Lord. Why? Where am I going? I don't even know anymore. I can't see where my target is. Oh dear. I really wish our tank would slow down. Because I have no idea where he's going. See, this is bad leadership right here, folks. Because Callie out and out said that she was new at the beginning, and our tank, who is leading the party physically, will not stop. Okay. No longer sealed. Clunk. Fine work, Curious. Yes, it's totally all me. Stand clear. I have a mind to loose some fireworks. Diverting all power to cannons. Boop. And all power went out the cannon, apparently. Damn it, there goes the core. May have overestimated. We'll need to find another way to bring down the third generator. I have 7 other people that I'm pretty sure can help. Well, well, the traitor himself, and with his meddlesome friend for company. You go on ahead, Curious. I need to get to the bottom of something. Okay. No idea where my target is. Shredded, apparently. Cutscene, apparently.
It's me. Are you alright? That's an assault craft you're up against. You don't stand a chance with conventional weapons. You're going to need something big to bring it down. A mortar, a cannon, anything. Hold on, Curious. I'm on my way.
Conveniently, there is a cannon. Oh. Many hands make light work, apparently. Uh-huh. Fools, if you are resolved to die here, you might at least have done so without first making a mess of the place. My party doesn't care if it's a mess. Have you seen how they communicate? I see that Garland is not with you. More's the pity. I'd hoped to slay him myself, but never mind the traitor for now. I've so looked forward to this meeting. Curious bystander. Yes, I know more and much more about you. And your hidden talents. No, my talent's the spear on my back here. I would sample them firsthand, if you will indulge me. All right, time to bum rush the Magitech. Oh, dearie me. Uh, boop. The machine is not loaded. The Lord was quite taken with you and the power you possess, the echo. Wonder who might this be? I'm just me, curious bystander. Only to discover you are but another adventurer. Pah! The masters hold you their champion and shower honors upon your head. Yeah, it's kind of painful. I was that you could be such a thorn in our side. You even slew Ritatin, one of our very finest. He wasn't actually that great. Yeah. If you are allowed to continue, you will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for, all that is mine by right. My minions, my comrades, even my Lord Gaius. Well, you cannot have him. I don't want him. I just want him to die. All right, you can snuggle with him in the grave. We'll make that happen. Only your death can bring me peace. Well, I got news for you. I got 7 other people who are going to bum rush you and mow you into the ground. Yeah, you will lose to the likes of us, actually. I like her armor, though. Yeah, I think your logic is a little unsound at this point. My Lord Gaius. Faithful to the last. Good to have loyal people. Whether they are loyal for the right or wrong reasons is up for debate in any situation. Another poor fool who craved Gaius's affection over all else. May her soul know rest. It was a miracle. No harm has come to you, my friend. Yeah, it kind of happens. One for which I will happily give thanks. And the wonders do not end there. Truthfully now, did you really mean to send that assault craft crashing into the generator tower? No, I'm lucky. If you did, you're a bloody liar. If you didn't, well, you're too modest. I didn't, but I did now? How's that? Whichever you are, you've managed to open the way to the Praetorium. The only problem is we can't reach it on foot. That's where you and the Highwind come in. Nay, we'll need to take the Enterprise. I left her at the cerulean processing plant, so let's regroup there. This is it, Curious. The final confrontation awaits. Heroic nod. Allegan tombstones. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That was a bit of a mess. All right, Raban, give me my reward. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. Time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. Purple. I'm kind of thinking I may need to call it there. My voice is kind of giving out on me. I don't think I can survive another set of cutscenes. So, we are indeed going to call it there, my friends. Thank you all for watching. Much appreciated. If you are looking for more leadership tips, leadership information, or if you just want to chat with me, you can go to this website over here, protagonist.life. All sorts of good stuff over there. And if you liked what you saw, want to see more, make sure to subscribe, follow, depending on whether you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch. And until next time, remember, stay curious, my friend.